Good morning, everybody. Today is April 6, 2021, and we are going to be taking a look at gold, silver, the S&P 500, and Bitcoin. Going over to gold. All right, so gold is pumping again, which is good news. We're getting closer and closer to this yellow line. Now, I need this candle to close near the top of this wick. If I can get it to close somewhere near the very top of where this 9 candle closed, that will be enough of a confirmation for me to move my yellow line down to the top of the wick of the 9 candle. And then on the break of that on a trading scale, I'm expecting a huge move to the upside. Now, keep in mind that this yellow line and this 50 period moving average are going to be touching and in the same spot in 1, 2, 3 days. So on Friday, you are going to have this cluster of resistance to fight through. I'm still bearish on gold until we break above this 8 candles wick on a closing basis, and that's at $1,756.29. Going over to silver. Silver, I'm actually way more bullish on than gold. If we can close today's candle above this yellow line and start trading tomorrow's candle above the body of where the 3 candles closes, I'm expecting silver to break back out to the upside and get back into the $27 range. Now, I don't know if that's going to put silver all the way back up into the 30s. That's too soon to tell. I have been hoping for silver to come back and make a retest of the top of this ascending channel. I wanted it to test the bottom of the channel. It hasn't done that yet. I didn't take that off the table. I'm still not taking that off the table unless we close a full body below this green line. The minute we close a full candle body on the daily below this green line right here is the minute that I take that off the table before we hit this $22.56 target. Going over to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is breaking out. We are having gap moves to the upside. I was expecting something like this, where we started to see this move again, where it's break, 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 and then all of a sudden this move is starting to play out like that. Another good example is this kind of structure right here with this run to the upside, which I believe is going to take us somewhere into, I haven't really done the fibs yet on this, but I believe we could have potentially another 50% move to the upside from here. I think, I don't know about 50, but I mean 50 is a little intense, but with the money printing going on, I think we can be at 6,000 on the S&P 500 really rapidly. And that's not to say the S&P 500 is doing colossally well. It's that the dollar is dying or dead, and it's becoming less and less valuable of an asset and a store of wealth. So going over to Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin is having another down day. However, I'm actually really liking the fact that we're making higher lows even on the swings. And we're still 6 hours and 51 minutes left in this one candle right here. If this one candle manages to close 1, 2, 3, 4, as long as it manages to close above this green line right here at $50,916, as soon as it closes above that, that creates a green 2 going above a green 1. We actually had that. We got rejected. I'm okay with this right now. This is a perfect example of things working out really, really nicely. I'm still okay. I still think the count is on. We will see what happens tomorrow. However, if we close this one above the midpoint of the body on this green one, then I'm going to treat this like a 2. And I'm going to treat my count like this is a 2 and then the next candle's a 3. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, the only reason is that this candle happens to be maybe slightly, maybe a few $100. away from where the close needs to be. Going over to the 4 hour, the 4 hour really hasn't changed. I do see something along the lines of maybe this forming. Maybe a little descending triangle forming right there. I'm not too concerned though, because the overstructure of this is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And I think it plays out much nicer on the daily, which is shoulder, head, and shoulder. So even though this is within the bounds of the head and shoulders, I don't think this is going to take precedent. I think this is going to break to the upside, and this is a $4,000 move, which depending on where we break, is going to put us at $62,000, which is still my target. So this arrow is not changing, it's just moving. I'm still having a $62,000 target. I'm just moving it over, moving it over, moving it over. And my time scale now will be shifting. I was expecting this 2 and this 1 and this 3. I was expecting a breakout here. We didn't have a breakout. We've had a little bit of a consolidation and sell-off, but that did knock us out of the bullish territory on the RSI. Now, the RSI is still making higher lows and higher highs. So, you know, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We'll see if we make a higher high. If we make a higher high on the RSI and we're still within this consolidation, I'm expecting the divergence to play out and us to break to the upside. So that's everything we have to talk about for today. Everyone have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.